Driving round in California, looking for something to make me stay.
Welcome to another edition of Breakfast Balls. My guest today is Connor Lobenstein. He's better known as the Bag Bandit on Instagram. He's a writer, photographer, pretty much all things golf. Welcome to the show.
That's right, thanks. Quiet. Hold, please.
What is your one takeaway from your time as a caddy?
I think it's about asking questions. I think if caddying taught me anything, it's ask more questions of people, because A, people really want to talk about themselves, and B, it's a good way to get them to pay you.
You credit your trip to Bandit Dunes working with Erik Lang as a big step for your professional career. What did you notice about his personality or his work ethic that stood out to you?
His personality on camera translates remarkably well to his personality off camera. That's who you see. Like, who you see on camera that's Erik. He's super passionate about golf and people and storytelling, and that, you feel that energy when you're around him, and it's infectious. No, he's ruthless. He works so hard all the time and creates an incredible output. And certainly that trip reinforced to me that this is a space for me to be in, because I love those same things. I love people. I love talking to people, asking questions, and telling a story.
Now, when it comes to engaging with fans, what's the biggest way you see that the PGA is falling short?
It's kind of everywhere, right? Why would any millennial consume the product that the PGA Tour is putting out? They're not relatable. The TV broadcast is notoriously bad. There's no diversity in the announcing crew. If I were the PGA Tour, I would look at investing some serious dollars in outreach programs towards youth, to getting more people into the game at a young age, rather than marketing the game toward old white men sitting on their couch eating a bowl of potato chips.
You're worried that's the ego. Scared it's taking over.
The APGA Tour, the Advocates Tour is something that's really exciting to watch, because those players are scrappy, they're grinding for it, they're trying to make their names for themselves. And you look at stories like Kamayo Johnson and Willie Mack, those guys have real stories about working for everything that they've gotten to thus far. And those people will make it to the PGA Tour, I'm sure of that. It's just about giving them the reps on tour.
You proclaimed your love for the short course, the par 54, the par 3 course. What is it about those courses that make them better than your normal 1872 par?
Courses that have 90-yard holes, 70-yard holes, they're just flat out easier for people who've never played golf before. And they can still be really fun for people like you and I who know how to swing a club. You still have to hit the good shot. Putting them in city areas that can't stomach a full 18-hole golf course. Let's use what we have. Let's not overextend the amount of impact that we're putting on the land, environmentally speaking.
What is your feeling on the game of golf and its environmental impact? How do you rationalize that? How do you deal with that yourself?
Yeah, it's a tough question. I think in a lot of ways, going beyond environmentalism, in a way I'm a self-hating golfer, because I realize that there's a lot of plagues with this sport in terms of keeping people out. But also I understand that there are people out there who are trying to make that better. Christine Fraser is one of them. She's a golf course architect based out of Toronto, Canada, and she's pioneering this sort of sustainable golf course design, which I think is not only good for us as players because it's something different, but it's good for golf in general.
That was great. It's a little left. What is your least favorite trend in golf culture that makes you cringe?
I think there's a certain point where there's obviously a lot of brands popping up, and I use brands in quotation marks, but there's some folks or like, you know, some brands that I'm really left asking, like, what are you doing? What's the mission, other than like selling some stickers with your logo on it? Like, I think that's fine if you're making some money off of it. You know, I guess I would challenge people who are in this space to like really ask themselves the tough question of like, why am I here? What is my purpose? And what am I adding in a positive way to this community?
I can't thank Connor enough for being my guest. And so we're gonna sign off. I just wanna ask you, do you have a question for me?
Yes. Has anyone ever told you that you look like Chevy Chase?
No, but I'll take that. I can quote Caddyshack all day. I won't right now, but yeah, I think that might be the new logo. It'll just be Chevy Chase's face.
When I saw your Instagram logo, I was like, oh, this guy looks like Chevy Chase.
I mean, that's probably the best compliment I've ever gotten as far as celebrity lookalikes.
There we go.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in. Once again, check him out at the Bag Bandit, and we'll see you next time on Breakfast Balls.
Thanks for reading.